wander off. Okay, that's us back out again, and for a change I'm back on the Bewcastle Fells. Yep, come for a bit of peace. Heading up to sort of Long Crag area, but I'm going to hopefully pitch up at Sighty Crag tonight. I haven't been up there. Been up this area last year and early this year, but I haven't been up to Sighty Crag for 3 years, so it's overdue a visit. So we'll head up there tonight. It's not too bad here, but hoping there's going to be a bit more of a breeze up there, keep the old midges away. But it's a bit overcast, it's dry, but it is, forecasts say, maybe hopefully get out later on. We'll see what happens, but yeah, it's just good to be out as per. So I'll bring you back further up, because we've done all this before. Right, I'm getting a bit higher, and I'm obviously crossing farmland here. I can hear the sound of the quad somewhere on the hillside. Not sure where. In front of us? Possibly. Let's carry on. Yeah, so I crossed paths with the farmer earlier after saying I heard the quad bike. Yeah, she was fine, absolutely fine. You know, as long as gates are shut behind, it's the usual common sense stuff, because I think she's had folk on motorbikes up here not closing gates, such forth and that. But yeah, no problems. You know, she farms down just below. He said her husband was further up moving sheep and whatever. But yeah, oh, there's a nice lovely breeze now. I just hope it continues up on the fell top later. I was on the other side last week, it was very little wind. It's a bit stronger today, maybe 10 or 12. I think it's forecast to maybe about 15, which is it's what you want really. I think it was only about 5 or 6 last week. Very slight, but it was enough to keep the midges away. So this will definitely keep them away. Right, it's getting a bit damp here, so I need to watch my footing. It's brightening up from the west. I think it's slowly pushing this way, so it might not be too bad later on, but at the moment, yeah, still a bit overcast. You see I don't know if it's camera, the Solway glinting in the distance there. Right, so I just bumped into the farmer coming over the other side of the hill on his quad. I had a crack with him for about 20 minutes. So absolutely fine. I said about camping and that, take all my crap away, not a problem. He's more concerned about the motorbikers that keep coming up, tearing up the land and that. But yeah, sound bloke, absolutely fine. Right, I'm going to push on a bit further. It's got a bit of a breeze picking up now. Blown off the east this one, so it's a bit cool. I've stopped for 20 and I start to feel it now. Anyhow, stop waffling, let's get moved on. Okay, change of plan. I was going to go over there, however I'm going to go just down here and across into that fell there. One of my local haunts that I haven't been for a long time, after I sort of got sort of put off with the deer stalkers in the forest and that. Just talking to that farmer there, he says, you know, there's as much right being here as they have. He says just tell them where to go if you come across them. So yeah, head back over there. Oh, heavy going, tussocky and very difficult terrain. Yep, there she goes. bit overgrown. Right, here we are, the old location. Bit of cover off that rock there, so it shouldn't be too bad here. Right, let's get pitched up. Yeah, so this is me Decathlon memory foam pillow. You know, really comfortable. It's a bit of a big pack size, but for a bit of comfort, I don't end up with sore neck in the morning. But I still put my t-shirt over it, just to keep it in place. The pillar with the t-shirt on, Thermarest Neo X Lite, is it? Neo X Lite or something like that. Rab Neutrino 200, it's not supposed to get below 10 tonight. And I've got my Tyvek bivvy, which obviously I always say, using a single skin shelter you will get condensation, so this will just keep the bag from getting damp. But it is quite breezy up here, so hopefully we shouldn't be too bad for condensation. Yeah, that's just more or less all set up. Down below there's a bit of a wind blowing in them trees, but it doesn't affect me. Just see over in the west the sun on the Lakeland Hills there. Really clear today, mind. Yeah, so the last time since I was last year, they've decked a lot of trees, replanted a lot as well. You know, just in a couple of years you can see all over this side and that side, on that hill there, that's all taken growth now. But yeah, still looking for this sunshine. It's eluding me. Anyhow, I want to get the stove out and get set up and get a brew. I always bring two stoves. This one I have been, it's a Speedster one, I've been using it for the last couple of years now, but I have a replacement just in case decides to give up the ghost, you know. And I've got a spare, nothing to carry, so you know, always best to having a backup. Right, it's had a good 10 minutes, so should be alright. He says, give it a bit of a stir. Yeah. You give it more than the time. I think this is about 8 minutes, but 10 is better. Yeah, 8 minutes, so I did about 10 or 11 minutes, it's fine. Anyhow. Yeah, Lyndon, just the one beer tonight, as per. So I'm going to have this step 2 in memory of Steve Wallace's late wife, who passed away last weekend. Okay, so I've just been having a scout about with the binoculars. See if I can see any deer, any wildlife or anything, but such a vast expanse that, you know, you're difficult to pick anything out. But, I've got the revels out. Making this last. Doesn't know what to do either. Cloudy, clear. Right out west looks a lot clearer. Just this middle area. Oh. Right, it's 8:45. It's not far off full dark. Obviously it's clouded right over, so that'll make it go darker quicker as well. But yeah, nights are definitely drawing in. But I'm gonna get in the tent. Got a couple of things I downloaded off Amazon Prime, so I'm just gonna watch a few things. And you know, another hour or so, and I'll be bedding down for the night. I was going to put the camera out, but I was hoping it was going to clear, but it seems to have done the opposite and clouded full over, so, and the forecast doesn't look much better. Just the same for the morning apparently, so it's whether to put the camera out or not. Could be a complete waste of time, but anyhow, catch you all in the morning. Morning campers. A bit of a flappy night last night. It wasn't a strong wind, it was just there, constant. I'm not sure if I've had maybe rain, a little bit of rain. I never heard anything, but it might just have been a mist because there's a layer of water everywhere. Everything's damp, so inside above my head was a little bit damp, so magic cloth wipes it down first thing in the morning. But apart from that, it's not too bad. Not too bad, but it's a bit grey and overcast. The sun will probably rise behind us, but whether we see that this morning, we're doubtful. It's supposed to get out later on, like, but for the moment, it's a bit overcast. Looking across to the sort of hills on the Scottish side, there's quite a lot of cloud, low-level cloud on those. I'm not sure if we've got anything of a... No, I can't see anything. can't see anything. But anyhow, let's get sorted, and first job of the day is get a brew on. Right, that's slowly packing away. At least it's better than last week where I had to pack everything inside because of the rain. It's not a bad morning here at all, really. You know, the sun's trying to get its... Once it gets above them clouds there, we should be alright. But yeah, slow pack away. Just drinking my coffee. Just taking some nice views in. Watching the light change. Okay. All cleared away, left no trace as per. It's trying to brighten up a little. A lot of cloud been hugging the lakes. So I'm going to head down into the forest and then pick up the track back towards the car. Still there. I thought the one on the other side was this one, but clearly there must be a couple of them about the place. They must just use them as like bait cabins. There's one on the other side of the fell that I could see where I was camped. Yeah, the water's pretty light. See where it's been though, it's obviously been flying down. Then that rain come the other week. Problem is it just, with all this tree debris that they cut and just dump, just blocks up, so yeah. Got a digger down there, working away. I've just seen a van going on the other side and heading up. That other caravan's up there, so they must be working up there as well. So yeah, they've lopped all this since I was last here. It's all freshly planted. These have been left for a good few years now, so they shouldn't be bothering up this side. I suppose there's this lot here that could be cleared. There's a little trickle just running down. That must have been absolutely raging to move all them stones and the grass. And then it's obviously come and then down here. But it was good to get back up on one of my old haunts. So I haven't been up there for 2 or 3 years, so I think probably 2 years. So yeah, it was good to have a night up there. So up on these fells, I've probably got about 5 or 6 spots that I use sort of on a regular basis for camping. Last week I was up on Beckhead. So last night was, this is more like the south side of the fells. So you know, it's ideal because, you know, you very seldom see people. I mean, yesterday obviously met the farmer and his wife and had a good crack with them, but normally you don't see, you know, the odd farm forestry worker, and that's about it. Occasionally I've seen bikers and the odd walker maybe, but you know, you're talking the odd time. So yeah, that's why I come back. I mean, I do like the southern uplands, as you know. I mean, I do the lakes and that, but in the summer it's just, just trying to get parked. Just the traffic in there. But hey, each to their own. Anyhow, thanks for watching. We'll see you out on the next one.